Hi and welcome to the LearnML trading series. Let's dive right in. This is going to be a short series on my journey through building an automated trading system, which I want to deploy on the cloud. And that's basically it. So I want to just build a machine learning model to forecast prices and then trade off those forecasts on a live or a demo account. So that's basically it. So the rest of the details are that I think in this series we really want to focus on the software side of things. So having a very general structure so that we can switch instruments or the strategy using different trading strategies, trading on different time frames, switching out the brokerage, as well as having capabilities to backtest strategies to see how they would have performed in the past. So in terms of the format, the coding is going to be on Python, and I'm planning on deploying on AWS. And so the series will be delivered in weekly or bi-weekly videos such as this one, as well as a blog post to go along with it. And in those videos and blog posts, I'm going to share my progress with you and essentially just cover what I've done in the past week and what I've learned, including going through the codes and any lessons that I've picked up, and decisions that I've made in terms of the architecture or a strategy and this sort of thing, as well as the ideas going forward and what the overall progress is. I really want this to be interactive. So if anyone has any ideas or something that they think would be a good addition to this series, then please feel free to leave a comment. I'll be very happy to adding anything into the series. And by the way, this format comes from Chris McCormick. So he had a BERT research series where essentially he just wanted to learn about BERT. And so instead of 6 months later him explaining BERT to his audience, he decided to create a series of short videos and blog posts about his learnings as he went along. And then at the end of the period, then he produced his main content on summarizing BERT. I think that was a great idea. So I'm using the same format. So a lot of things are going to change as this project develops, but the starting point, I think, is using PyEnv for the Python version, managing the version there. I'm going to be using Poetry for dependency management. So if you haven't heard of Poetry, then I would highly recommend that you check it out and consider at least using it for this project. I think you'll fall in love with it, just like how I have. It handles everything for you, and it makes it very easy to build your package, upload it, and just in general add packages and make sure there's no conflicts. So that's why I'm using Poetry over venv, which I have been using for the longest time, but now I've made the switch to Poetry. Of course there are some issues with it, but in general it's great. So GitHub for version control of course. I'm going to be using Oanda, which is a FX brokerage, AWS for deployment, as I've mentioned, and the rest I'll figure out. Hopefully with some feedback from you, so that I can go down a good path. But let's dive straight into the setup now. Okay, now let's set up the project. So we're going to use Python version 3.8.3. And now let's set up the Poetry environment. Okay, so we've created the package, and Poetry has set everything up for us. So we can, I can just show you how to add some packages. So all that you do is you write poetry, add numpy, and let's also add pandas because it's very likely we're going to be using those. And then it will just add those for us. Okay, and we can also check that they've been added by going into the toml, and they're here for us. We can also just do poetry update to make sure everything's updated, and yeah, it seems like it's working. So now let's just initialize the GitHub simply with git init, and then we can just see everything's here, so we can just add it. And have a commit, and now that's it. Now we've got version control, we've got dependency management, and we've got our Python version set up. So yeah, that's it for now. Okay, so now we have everything set up and we're ready to start the project. And so next time we're going to just design the architecture and figure out what are the components. So, you know, the brokerage and the strategy, and we're gonna just at a high level see how it fits together. And then we're going to start the coding and see how it goes from there.